everybody. Today is Wednesday, December 10th, and the purpose of this video is about what Illinois has been coined as one of the most corrupt states in the whole country, which is very unfortunate. A lot of people are saying they're very sad that this news has come forward. I don't share that sentiment. What I look at is this stuff been going on, and I'm glad it's finally being brought to light. I know you're innocent until proven guilty. However, what I say is, when you look at what's happening in this city, and I'm going to stay focused on the city, I'm not going to worry about the state too much. When you look at what's happening to this city, let's just say it's a lot of white-collar criminal acts taking place that never gets the attention that it should get. And unfortunately, the media keeps the spotlight on the blue-collar criminals, the most violent ones, and maybe rightfully so. But I want to add the race dimension to it. The people you see out on the streets that's getting arrested are Latino and African Americans. The people you see getting caught up in corruption and dealing with embezzlement, mail fraud, things of that nature are non-blacks and non-Latinos. They are the ones who are in real power and real control, not the guys on the street corner that you see that's frustrating you in the neighborhood. Let's talk about Mayor Daley. It's only a matter of time, I believe. I'm actually in prayer before what's due to him comes to him. And that's nothing personal. What it is just knowing that here we have someone who's in power, who has strategically and blatantly ignored a segment of the community. Now, granted, Chicago has 50 aldermen, I believe 18 or 19 African Americans that's in our community. So we have to make certain that we hold them just as accountable. Recently, they just passed on December 1st, I want to say, 2 tickets, and they will boot your car and tow it. I know for a fact that a lot of people block by block didn't even know this was happening, which is not an excuse for them. We have to get more involved in what's happening in the city. But at the same time, the aldermen did not come out and talk to the people as to what they thought about it. That one automatic meeting that they do in their wards throughout the city is not enough. We have to develop and think outside the box and have new ways of communicating with our people. I can tell you right now, some alderman offices are thinking outside the box. They have newsletters, they have email. But we need to know how many people on each block have technology, who has email, so that we can email them. And those who don't have email, how do we get information to them? What are our days that we're going to have certain information shared so that people will know when it's available? These are the things that the aldermen should be doing, but they're not. The Mayor Daley is privatizing a lot of government, and the privatization that he's doing is going to people that's well connected to his family and so on and so forth. And these aldermen are signing off and agreeing to it. They just lease or get ready to privatize the parking meters, and 75 years or something like that. Well, when you look at that and you look at how much money we're getting up front, what happens after that? And I know Mayor Daley talks a lot about how Chicago is being innovative while other cities are struggling and having to shut down services. What I would say to you about that, the nation, the global economy right now is being challenged. So if while the whole world is being challenged economically, Mayor Daley is selling off assets for the city, what happens when the global economy turns around in Cleveland, Detroit, Philadelphia, Miami? They have their assets still where they can negotiate. We've already leased ours. So it might not be a bad thing for Chicago to struggle consistent with the world who's struggling, so that we can still hold on to our assets versus giving them up now to a private company that's going to benefit him and his family after he's out of office. Goes back to the aldermen though. They are the ones who are giving him the green light to anything that he wants to do. We elected 7 new aldermen, and you cannot tell because the vote was 49-1. The 26th ward was the only ward that really went against him on his budget. I think $6 billion budget. It's just so many issues, you guys. The lady I was talking to, she said, I think Mayor Daley's doing a good job. And I told her I'm not even going to debate with you. If you don't see, you probably won't see even after I get through explaining it to you, because people get emotionally attached to people, which we shouldn't. It should be about productivity, nothing personal against any person. What are you producing? When you have single mothers out here struggling to make it, you have the most dangerous city in America, over 480 murders happening primarily in the same neighborhoods. These same neighborhoods are being neglected from every echelon of support. You have to look at the leader. And I tell people all the time, if you go to McDonald's and you don't like the service, you don't ask to see a coworker. You say, give me the leadership of this McDonald's, which is the manager. Who's the manager of the city of Chicago? It's Mayor Daley. Granted, your alderman give the green light to it, but the buck stops with him. And unfortunately, a lot of people voted for him in the last election cycle. You see behind me my name, Fresh Leadership, as the motto there. While I'm not running again, not planning on running again, I do plan on next election cycle promoting so many people to run and supporting them block by block. What I envision happening prior to next election is that we will have a mechanism in place that will allow what the people say to be done. Now, granted, I haven't seen this. I'm 33 years old. I've never seen this, and I know people talk about block by block, but what we're talking about putting together and the infrastructure is being laid is a true block by block analysis and infrastructure to be able to communicate back and forth how we feel about any and everything. Give you a great example right now. In the 24th Ward, we have Dorothy, and we have a few other key people there who already have the grid that will allow us to see how many people are on each block, how many people are voter age, and then what we're going to start doing real soon is asking them on surveys on Mondays. We're going to try and do it on Mondays. What do you think about the 2-ticket and they boot your car? What do you think about that? Just to get our people in the habit of voicing their concerns and having it recorded in the survey block by block. So that way we can go back and say to Sharon Dixon in the 24th Ward, out of the 1,000 people that's registered out of these precincts, 85% say this, 15% say this, 5% says this. What are you going to do? And then document what she's going to do based on what the people block by block said. This is going to cost a lot to do it, but we have to do it because we have to have that mechanism that will allow power to the people on the block having their voices heard. I can keep going on, but I'm not. The main thing I want to do is just let people know we recognize that Illinois is being put out there globally as one of the most corrupt cities. I acknowledge it, one of the most corrupt states, but I'm telling you, Chicago has this day coming as well because of Mayor Daley and all the people who are giving him the green light to what he's doing. Last thing I want to say to everyone in power, leadership, and the Bible talks about this, to much is given, much is required, and we cannot have leaders who do not have the courage to stand against somebody in their own party, a family member, and tell them what you're doing is wrong. When you look at what's happening to the people in this city, it's wrong that we don't have politicians who will stand up against Mayor Daley and challenge him. But what I will know and relax in knowing is that the Creator is on the throne. Your day will come, and what you do in the dark will be brought to light. So I look forward to that day because there's just so much stuff that could be happening in this city, this great city, could be happening, but it can't because of our leadership that's in place right now.